Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for our daily top 5, and today we are taking a look at tips for saving money. Yes, learning to develop a saving culture is a mountain task for many. There's a payoff that says don't eat your future. Majority of us aren't so great when it comes to saving money. Most people are looking for ways to save some extra cash and cut back on that their spending while they are not ready to let go of their bad financial habits. Little savings can add up, especially if you do it consistently over time. However, all it takes is that first step in the right direction to get things moving. Here are simple tips on how to develop a simple and realistic plan to save for either big or small goals. Number 1 on our list is make plans to save. Now that you've made a budget, create a saving category within it. Try to save at least 10 to 15% of your income daily, weekly, or monthly. Consider the money you put into savings a regular expense, similar to groceries. If your expenses are so high that you can't save that much, it might be time to cut back. To do so, identify non-essentials that you can spend less on, such as entertainment and dining out, and find ways to save on your fixed monthly expenses.
I have to say, first of all, this is the most serious thing I've heard you say. Like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm not that deep.
He said, don't eat your future. Like, there were so many gems
Don't eat
in
your
this.
future. Don't,
you know?
I'm not that deep in real life, but I hope you, with these few points of mine,
You
people have learned something.
Yes, we have.
Wow. All right, so now that you've decided to save, there has to be a drive. So you have to save for a purpose. One of the best ways to save money is to set a goal that you will love to accomplish with your savings. Now, start by thinking of what you might want to save for. Perhaps you want to save for a new car, a new house, a vacation with family, or even for retirement, Then figure out how much money you will need and how long it might take you to save the needed amount. Then make a commitment to make gradual efforts to achieve them. This is the only thing that gets me to save, honestly speaking, because if I'm just putting money in my account and I don't have a purpose for it, I'm like, please, this money is just there. And I say, oh, I want to buy a car, I can save. Or house rent is coming.
You're using your money to buy a car as compared to you're
I'm just saving for no reason.
Sense.
So it just helps you. Or I'm saving for my grandchildren.
Wow, that one is deep.
How much?
If you start saving from now to when I marry, born children, have grandchildren.
But talking about the first thing
billions.
on our list, I think that having a percentage too is very good. So for me, I have a percentage I save every month. Daily or weekly might be quite difficult to do. It might be a struggle to drop every day. But if every month you know that your money is not your money, some percentage of it is going away, but it's true that it actually helps.
And I would also add to that, so 10-15% is for you that are just starting. So in the long run, you can now reach 60% of your earnings, because that's what I do.
For real?
60 to 65% of my earnings, I save it. And then the other one,
how do you survive?
How much do you earn?
I don't go out, you know that.
Wow.
So I eat in my house. Last, if I go and buy 2K food, it's not up to anything. And I eat once a day. Not because I want to, but the work is just on my neck. Yes, now once I have lunch, that's it for the day.
Right.
I'm giving you some extra tips, you guys.
All right, now the third on our list is create a budget. Now, at the heart of any savings plan is a carefully outlined budget. Now, budgeting helps you prioritize your expenditure and find a balance between spending and saving money across a whole year. Now, by checking your credit card statements, your bills, your bank statements, and receipts, you can work out all your regular expenses, such as your rent or your home loan, transport, insurance, and electricity. As in, have you done this? Have you actually checked how much you spend in a month? You might be shocked.
At times, it's always necessary to do that. You're not saying, gay, you are messing up. What the hell?
This happened to me. I did this in 2017. And I was like,
messed up.
Don't get a loan. Don't get receipt a loan. I was like, what? Wait,
the time I
is
did
there no way I can be doing it that I can
buy
pass
alternative routes?
Because this money is a lot. You know, as you're paying every day, you're not calculating it. You're just like, it's just 300. It's just 300. But by the time you put that 300 times 2, see, brother, it's money.
For you to do this because you'll be shocked that you're spending past your
the
money that is coming in. So I found out that my spending was like almost times 2 of my income. So I don't even know how I was surviving because I have more than one stream of income. So it's like you're eating your business money, you're eating your money, you're eating everybody's money, and then I don't still even know what's going on with it. You'll be surprised.
Wondering, I can't achieve anything. What can I do? Ordinary shoots, photo shoots, you can't do. You can't understand, like, that year.
Wow.
Ever since, I became very conscious of how I spend money, and I became very...
That's good. What happened?
That's why I will not buy you lunch.
Wow.
Do you know Arike is still owing us lunch?
She is.
Yeah.
Arike, and you said it on national TV. God is watching.
Oh, dear, am I moving on, man? Number 4, OJ, tell us.
How much is it?
500 naira.
Do 500 times 5.
Okay, now you just have to go there. Number 4 on our list is record your expenses. Yes, a great step to save money is to figure out how much you spend and keep track of all your expenses, both business and personal. Keeping a good record of your expenses over time will help you review your spending habits and cut off on unnecessary spendings that may be eating up on your finances.
Yeah,
like Arike that doesn't want to spend
because buying lunch for OJ is very unnecessary.
Maybe she's saving money. If she was buying lunch for us every day, maybe she won't have as much.
As I said, do 500.
It's just
okay, so hold on. 500 times 2, that's 1,000. Times 5, that's 5,000. Times 4, that's 20,000. Do you know what I can do with 20,000 naira?
Buy food.
No. No. I can invest. If I give someone 20,000.
And that's very true. The person
let me know. It's not going
you can even start a business with 20,000.
I became very prudent after this.
Are you supporting her? She's trying to run away from not buying this lunch.
No, because we're talking about how to save.
And
so I have to support her.
After today, you just
while
start
they're
saving.
having their mini argument / conversation, just focus on me while I tell you number 5 on the list. Now, this one applies to people like myself that are used to impulse spending, in quotes. That's thing that you just want to spend money. Now, embrace delayed gratification. See, delayed gratification refers to, when you resist a smaller but more immediate reward in order to receive a large or more enduring reward later. Does that make sense to you? Okay, for example, if someone offers to sell you a new pair of shoes or a really nice wristwatch, wait for a clear 48 hours before you make a decision on whether to buy it or not. Now, this gives you sufficient time to decide if it's something you need or something you want. If you work with this strategy, like I have been doing for 2 years, you will end up not buying quite a number of things you originally wanted to buy. There's always something to buy, my brother and my sister. These days, as the TV and internet are riddled with advertisement of products and services that we love,
it's so easy.
It's important to pick out your need.
In fact, some people advertise here, and you think that, where has this thing been all my life? I really need this thing. Like, the advertising is so good. So you have to be careful about that.
I used to do a lot of impulse buying. Like, I had a friend that didn't like me because of that. She was just like, the only problem I have with you in your life
is impulse buying.
Because I can just be, then I know I've car now, I'll be on the bus. I see this dress. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, I'll alight from the bus, I'll walk into that shop, buy the dress. You don't know what the annoying thing. When you now get to me, I'll be like, this dress is not even that great. You will now look ugly.
Was it necessary?
Do you understand? So you actually need to learn this. So like for 2 days, you just realize that, look now, I have something similar to this in my wardrobe stuff. Like, there's no point. And it helps you to now buy something else that you need and not just something you want because you, No,
and I think another way to see it is that, so if, for instance, now you're hungry and you feel like eating Chinese, because this one happens to me a lot, you have to think about it. If I buy this Chinese, something else is going to be amiss. Maybe I won't be able to put so much money in my business. Maybe I want to be able to buy that shoe I wanted to buy. So is it really worth it? Because there are some things that when you take, it just finishes, like you consume it and that's the end of it. But there are some things that you buy and you're able to reuse. So you have to place the value on what is important.
Yeah, so it's skill of preference.
Yes.
Economist. See, my daddy, your money did not burn. I went to school.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap on our daily top 5. Hope you guys will be able to convince you and not to confuse you that you need to save more.
Yes,
Than you
we've been convinced. Thank you so much.